when I'm looking back, and I felt like there were times where I acted like a child. Like before we got engaged, my priorities weren't maybe a year before we got engaged. I hadn't fully grown up, and we did go through a breakup, but we got through it, and we just been through hell. There was times where like the worst kind of arguments or crisis or like emotional crisis, and she never left me and never abandoned me, and I realized that that's what she needed in return from me, was to know that no matter what, I wouldn't ever leave her. And it took me a while to realize that that's the thing that she really needed to know and feel. And I think that's why she said yes to marrying me. I mean, even though we had been together for 10 years at the time. And, yeah, so this illness can bring you a lot closer to someone, and then it'll take them away from you. So, yeah, so it does have, there are positive properties. I mean, if you're trying to stay positive, like, there are things that cancer does, similar to the way just crisis brings people together, or an attack, or a tragedy. In many ways, it can like fortify a connection, or it just tests your strength, your willpower. So, it really is, cancer is evil. I think it's the purest form of evil I've ever experienced. So, and it's so widespread, and I don't think it's talked about enough. And anyone who hears that and if you were to say to someone, there's not enough attention paid to the amount of cancer in this country, in Massachusetts even. Like, my ears are open now, and I'll go into a grocery store, waiting in line, whatever it may be, and I'll hear someone talk. And man, it seems to be extremely prevalent in Massachusetts. I hear people talking about young family members who have been diagnosed with cancer. So I don't know why. I mean, if you were to say to somebody that there's not enough attention paid to that, to cancer, and if their response is, what? Are you kidding me? I hear it all the time. It's all over the news. Cancer this, cancer that. Or someone giving you that response, then that is like an example of why there's not enough attention paid to cancer. Because I've found that people only have a certain amount. People need to stay positive. Like, I post a lot on Facebook, and I post when I'm feeling just like I need to shout. And I think maybe I should be just writing it down, and like, and it's too easy. Facebook has made it too easy to like voice yourself and get immediate gratification with a response or two. And it could be a huge hindrance. It might be stopping plenty of people from like writing their manifesto even. Who knows? But yeah, I do post a lot on Facebook sometimes. And there's the camp of people who know what loss is like, who always comment and always like it and tell me keep going and give me positive encouragement about the things I write. And then there's people who just, you can tell, can't stand it, don't want to talk about it, think that it's too much. And I wonder if those people are just not, I think if you read what I'm really writing, it's not it's not like a sob fest. I'm not like saying like, well, life isn't worth living. Like, you know, I've had some like pretty downer ones, but that is not the message. It's just, I think the message is like, I just don't want to forget. It was incredible watching what her handle, the things that she handled. It was fucking incredible. Like, so profound to me. And, you know, as you're going through your life, you have to do something with that. With that experience, you have to like put it on the shelf sometimes. Because if you keep it in the forefront of your brain, it's hard to get anything done, really. Such a heavy, profound, beautiful, and tragic thing to witness. Yeah, especially, I mean, you know, just imagine like that person, your closest person, if you've got one, if you're lucky enough to have one. And imagine them getting sick with being told the worst news that they're going to die. Having a year and a half with them, watching the disease like consume their body and their brain eventually. And then imagine that terrible thing bringing out the absolute best qualities in a person. And for Rachel, to watch that with Rachel, watch her best qualities come out. I mean, forget about it. She was just remarkable. She was remarkable. The way she treated me throughout that year and a half, the way she treated her family, and her relationship with God even. It's just remarkable. And now my Alexa alarm is going off, so maybe that means I need to stop. So happy Thanksgiving, everyone.